Located near the center of the Caribbean, Jamaica is often praised for its vibrant culture, its beautiful, warm-hearted people and their unmistakable dialect, clean and shaded beaches, and its mouth-watering cuisine. However, the island has so much more to offer. Our prolific wildlife, herbs, fruits, and envied lifestyles are factors which are sometimes taken for granted. As a bird watcher and a wildlife photographer, this is my attempt at sharing with the world some of our beautiful endemic and native birds of the island. This charmer here is the Jamaican woodpecker, which is endemic to the island. Within the beautiful green branches of any flourishing tree, a dry tree, or any tree laden with fruits or berries, there you will almost always find this beautiful bird. That powerful tapping sound is the male woodpecker, waking up whoever is not yet awake at 6 in the morning. The Jamaican woodpecker is quite similar to the red-bellied woodpecker of North America. However, there are key differences. For example, the red-bellied woodpecker has a red cap, a red nape, and does not have a red belly, but instead has a creamy to whitish colored belly. The red-bellied woodpecker has a zebra stripe back, where the Jamaican woodpecker boasts a dark black back with fine white stripes. For the past 4 years, these woodpeckers have been nesting in this tree. They hatch 2 broods every year. They are known to lay 3 to 5 eggs during nesting periods. So far, I have only seen 3 or 4 nestlings on a number of different occasions. These woodpeckers are quite common and can be seen throughout the day foraging, perching, flying around, or just being noisy like this one here. This beauty here is the Jamaican spindalis, which is endemic to the island. Most locals know this bird as markhead. It travels in pairs or in groups. The bird feeds on nectar, insects, and fruits. While someone probably had their eyes on these guavas for eating or making a delicious jam, these olive-throated parakeets, which is endemic to Jamaica, are enjoying them fresh from the tree. These dark green olive-throated beauties are very beautiful but noisy birds. These endemic birds will eat corn, peppers, fruits, and gungo peas, among other things. These birds travel in pairs and groups and can sometimes become a nuisance to hard-working farmers. This is a prairie warbler, all decked out in its bright yellow and black feathery outfit. This is a migratory songbird from North America. It breeds across eastern US and southern Canada. It is basking in the sunshine of the island while avoiding the winter in its homeland. Seen here, it is enjoying nectar from some avocado blossoms. This enchanting bird is the mangrove cuckoo, which is native to Jamaica. This bird can be seen mostly in woodlands and mangroves. You will sometimes see them in yards like this one, which is sitting in a sweetsop tree in my backyard. It moves slowly in flight, similar to the smooth-billed honeybird, which is a member of the cuckoo family. This bird is often confused with the yellow-billed cuckoo. However, one of the key features to note when identifying this bird is the stout and slightly curved beak along with the coloring. The upper beak is black where the lower beak is bright yellow. The yellow-billed cuckoo has a yellow bill at the bottom and a partial black bill at the top, with a steady black on the ridge of the bill from the base of the nares or nostrils to the tip of the bill, whereas it's not completely black, among other key features on the bird's body. And with those pointers, you should now be able to tell the difference between the two birds. The mangrove cuckoo feeds on large insects, spiders, snails, berries, fruits, and small lizards. This yellow face bobbing in the grass will get your attention every time. This is the yellow-faced grass squid. It is very common in Jamaica and is widespread across the Caribbean, Central America, and Northern South America. Here on the island, we have our very own endemic grass squid, which is the yellow-shouldered grass squid. The yellow-faced grass squid seen here is enjoying some grass seeds in a yard and can be seen wherever grass seeds, insects, and just about anywhere that small edible seeds are found. The yellow-faced grass squids are known to visit chicken coops where they eat scattered chicken feed. They will also feed on sifted cassava waste where bammies are made. This noisy little bird is a loggerhead kingbird and is a species of the flycatcher. This subspecies is endemic to the island. This bird feeds on insects which it catches mid-air. It also feeds on fruits and small lizards. The loggerhead kingbird forages in low bushes and trees and is also a very common bird on the island. The light wires and any clearing at the pinnacle of a tree is a favorite place for the loggerhead kingbird. This is the Jamaican oriole, also known as Antiquity bird or the banana bird. Oftentimes, you will hear this bird before seeing it. Its loud, clear song is distinct and can never be mistaken with the songs of other birds. The Antiquity bird can and will be seen in most yards, where there are ripe fruits, fruit blossoms, and insects. One way to see this bird is to keep an eye on the banana blossoms, also banana flowers, early in the mornings, as this bird will definitely find them. In flight or at first glance, the banana bird can be mistaken for the Jamaican spindalis, also known as markhead. However, in full view, you will notice the clear difference between the two. One of the easiest ways to identify the banana bird is to notice their heads. There are no markings on its head, while the Jamaica spindalis bears a few white stripes on its head. Seen here, the Jamaican oriole is enjoying the nectar from the banana blossoms. The banana bird is now foraging in a June plum, also known as golden apple tree, where it is topping up on its protein by eating insects. One of its favorite places to be, as seen here, is at the top of a light pole, either eating or waiting to pounce on its next meal. This is the American kestrel, also known as sparrowhawk. On the back of the falcon's head are conspicuous false eyes called ocellos. These false eyes helps to protect the bird from predators. Predators actually believe that the falcon is watching them. This helps to thwart attacks on the falcons. Jamaica has its own resident American kestrel. This same species is found in Cuba, the Bahamas, and here in Jamaica during the winter months. The North American kestrel migrates from its home to Jamaica, where it enjoys the warm weather and fine meals, as do all the other visitors. These birds breed throughout most of North America, including Canada and the Arctic Circle's southern edge. The American kestrel is a protected native species and is illegal to keep as pets. These birds will hover in the air to spot prey and sit at the pinnacle of trees or buildings in wait for lizards, small insects, mice, and other small birds. The American kestrel is the smallest falcon in the Caribbean and North America. Even though these birds are called sparrowhawks, they are not hawks but falcons. The bright red feet and white face on this timid-looking but beautiful bird are two of the first things you will notice when seeing the white-bellied dove, also known as the Caribbean dove or violet dove. The white-bellied dove is common in Jamaica, Mexico, and other Caribbean islands. This bird is a lover of citrus seeds and will most likely be seen underneath fruit trees. They also feed on small insects, snails, and a variety of seeds. This dove is always in a hurry. Maybe it is always late for a meal. It is always a pleasure seeing the white-bellied dove, as it is usually heard more than it is seen. If you have ever seen a small blue bird eating your chocha blossoms, which is the same thing as the chayote squash blossoms, then chances are you're familiar with the blue quit. The blue quit is endemic to Jamaica and is also called the short-mouth blue quit or chocha quit. The males are bluish gray with a yellow belly and fluffy-looking undertail. During the pimento season, these birds flock the pimento trees, eating the ripe berries. These birds enjoy a variety of fruits, blossoms, and berries, but I do believe two of their favorites are chocha blossoms and ripe pimento berries. Like this couple seen here, these birds are known for building their nest in bunches of bananas. Sitting high against the lustrous blue island sky is a male blue quit showing off its vocals. With numerous blue-quits feeding on the chocho blossoms, this will cause minimal bearing of the fruit. The high-pitched sounds of this bouncy bird travels a long way. Even when it is flying away, the high shrill sound, which sounds like cling cling cling, goes right along with it. This is the white-chinned thrush, otherwise known locally as the Chipman chick or hogberry bird. This bird is endemic to Jamaica. If you know what a hogberry tree is, most likely you have seen this bird underneath the tree picking up ripe fallen berries. This thrush also eats insects and many other berries, but as a ground-feeding bird, it forages on the ground and can be seen scratching away trash or other debris pretty much the same way as yard fowls do. This thrush here is one happy bird. This is the Jamaican smooth-billed Annie, which is a resident bird of Jamaica. This bird is a member of the cuckoo family. Many locals refer to this bird as the blackbird. Maybe the reason for this is because a few years ago, these birds were the only regular blackbirds which used to be quite plentiful in rural areas. The smooth-billed Annie has a unique voice which starts out sounding like a high-pitched whistle but ends sounding subdued. They travel in large numbers and forage in low grassy areas, bushes, and trees. Their flying patterns are like that of lazy birds being carried by the wind and seem to fall when the wind breaks. This black, large curved-billed bird eats lizards, frogs, snails, and fruits, and can be found in Central America, the Caribbean, South America, and southern Florida. This stunning bird is the white-crowned pigeon. Locally, it is known as the bald plate or the bald pate. The bald plate is native to the Caribbean. This bird has been documented as black, salty gray, or dark blue in color. Looking at this one, I am definitely looking at a rich blue-colored bird, which could easily be compared to the color of a fully ripe blueberry. The underparts of the bird can be described as salty gray in color. The bald plate flies at high altitudes and can travel over 50 miles daily. They are rarely seen on the ground except for when their natural habitat is disrupted by storms or wildfires. When such disasters strike, the bald pate adapts to avoid starvation. Naturally, the bald pate feeds in high trees, eating palm seeds, wild fruits, and pimento berries. Besides being notably beautiful with its purplish, glassy, yellow and iridescent blue neck, complemented by its striking white head, this bird is crucial for its role in dispersing seeds across woodland and forest areas. This little dove, which is always hastily eaten, is the common ground dove. This is the smallest dove in North America and the Caribbean. This small grayish-brown dove has a yellow to orange beak with a black tip and pink feathers around the base of the beak. A few notable things about these birds are their silver gray feathers on top of their heads, breasts, and parts of the nape, and notable pink feathers on the belly of the male. The female has a more evenly distributed look of grayish-brown scale feathers along with general markings like dark spots on the wings. These birds spend most of their time on the ground foraging for seeds, small insects, and snails. They also feed on berries and fruits. Locally, these birds are given the name duppy birds or ghost birds, mainly because of their stealthy habits and their melancholy cooing sounds, which are mostly heard in lonely wooded areas. This tiny and colorful bird is the banana quit. This particular species is a subspecies of those found in South America, in regions from southern Mexico to northern Argentina. This subspecies found in Jamaica is endemic to the island. There are similar endemic subspecies in islands like Hispaniola, Puerto Rico, the Cayman Islands, and other locations. The banana quit feeds on insects, nectar, and uses their sharp curved beaks to enjoy fruits and berries. On the island, they can always be found on a bunch of ripe bananas, hibiscus flowers, avocado blossoms, and many more blossoms which are found on the island. The banana quit's bright yellow chest, belly and rump, with their narrow curved beak, dark gray underparts, black crown, and a vivid white marking above the eyes, makes this beauty quite unique and is admired greatly by bird watchers, nature lovers, and those who have seen it. This is the sad flycatcher, which is endemic to Jamaica. This little bird is slow in flight and can be seen in low bushes and flower gardens foraging for insects. This bird is also known as Little Tomfool, but is wise enough to visit areas with light bulbs and street lights where they are sure to find moths and other flying insects. This bird, along with the smooth-billed Annie, are two of the tamest birds on the island. High protein for breakfast. Making a meal of a Jamaican tree snail is the Jamaican crow, which is endemic to the island. This crow is an omnivore and feeds on numerous things such as fruits, insects, the eggs of other birds, lizards, and snails, which it clearly enjoys. This crow is not of a lustrous black, but is more of a dull coal black in color, boasting a stout, pointed beak. Sitting against the alluring blue island sky is the rufous-tailed flycatcher, also known as big tomfool. This bird is endemic to the island of Jamaica. Even though the rufous-tailed flycatcher and the sad flycatcher are different in color and size, they do bear some similarities, like their oversized looking heads, their foraging patterns, diet, and their tameness. However, the big tomfool is not quite as tame as the sad flycatcher, which is also an endemic species and is more popularly known as fooly bird or little tomfool. Both the big tomfool and the little tomfool forages in low bushes, woodlands, yards, and in fruit trees, with their primary food source being ants, cicadas, which is also known as mango crickets, moths, butterflies, among other insects. Out of all the flycatchers on the island, the rufous-tailed flycatcher is the biggest of them all. This songbird is a female Cape May warbler. It is a migratory bird which breeds in North America. It winters in the Caribbean, but just as everyone else, this one chose to be in Jamaica. This is Jamaica's national bird, the red-billed streamer-tailed hummingbird, more popularly known as the doctor bird. The doctor bird is endemic to Jamaica. The one shown here is a male doctor bird. It is very easy to tell the difference between males and females, mainly because the male is the one with the streamers on the tail. The female has a black tip on their red beaks and have white underparts. There is also the black-billed streamer tail, with the notable difference being it has a black bill. The doctor bird has a distinguished sound, and once you hear it, you will always recognize it. The doctor bird is said to be a symbol of pride, resilience, and natural beauty for us, the Jamaican people. The doctor bird has a diet which consists primarily of nectar, insects, and spiders. The doctor bird can be seen where there are blooms and flowers in yards, woodlands, and even town areas. These large black seabirds are magnificent frigate birds which are native to the island of Jamaica. The males have inflatable red throats. These birds cannot swim and are clumsy walkers, so you are most likely to see them perching or flying. At the moment, they are busy enjoying some fish guts and trimmings in the water at Alligator Pond in Manchester, Jamaica. This is the black-throated blue warbler, which is a migratory songbird from North America. It winters in the Caribbean and Central America. This one is a male and is quite beautiful with its striking colors. This species of warbler is a lot tamer than other warblers. This one seen here is the female black-throated blue warbler. The color difference is quite distinguished. In most species of birds and other animals, the males are always far more colorful. This bird feeds on flies, bugs, and insects. One of its favorites is the caterpillar. In the winter months, the bird will also eat fruits, small berries, and honeydew produced by aphids, mealybugs, whiteflies, and scale insects. Sitting high while maintaining its hygiene is the lovely cattle egret, commonly known as garline. This resident bird arrived on the island around 1948 from South America. The garline can be seen in cow pastures, grassy areas, roads, and on the backs of cattle. Garlines will also swarm areas where there are bushfires, catching grasshoppers and other insects that have been burnt or trying to escape fire. This is the northern mockingbird. It is a year-round resident to the island. Locally, it is known as the nightingale. The mockingbird forages in large trees, shrubs, grass, and in yards. The bird has several heavenly tunes and also mimics the songs and sounds of other birds. This is the Bahama mockingbird, which is native to Jamaica. There are 3 other species of mockingbirds found on the island, which are the tropical mockingbird, the northern mockingbird, and a subspecies of the Bahama mockingbird, which is found on the southern parts of the island. This bird is a female shiny cowbird. It looks quite shiny and beautiful, preening and all, but this bird is an invasive brood parasite. It was first recorded in Jamaica in 1989. This resident bird lays its eggs in the nest of other birds for the unsuspecting birds to hatch them, as these birds don't build nests of their own. The Jamaican oriole seems to be at the top of the list of native birds affected by this invasive brood parasite. These gleaming pair of yellow eyes belong to the greater Antillean grackle. This bird is native to the island and it is very common, especially in town areas where it forages for food. This black beauty is extremely noisy. Flaunting its bright red throat color and dazzling green feathers, this is the Jamaican toady. This is the only toady species on the island, and it is endemic to Jamaica. The toady, which is also called Rasta bird, nests in burrows and has a primary diet of flying insects. Overall, there are 5 species of toadies, which are all endemic to the Caribbean. This is the chestnut-bellied cuckoo bird, which is endemic to Jamaica. It is easily identified by its chestnut belly and brown underparts. This bird has a unique style of running or walking along branches while foraging. The chestnut-bellied cuckoo bird feeds on lizards, mice, and insects. The chestnut-bellied cuckoo bird is locally known as Old Man bird. It is a common bird on the island and is regularly seen in woodlands, hilly areas, and in yards where there are trees and bushy areas. This purple-tailed, iridescent red-cheeked hummingbird is the Jamaican mango hummingbird. It is the largest of the hummingbird species on the island. The mango hummingbird is among the 4 endemic species which is found in Jamaica. When the bird is perched, it appears to be of a dark purple, but while foraging, hovering, and flying around, that is when its true iridescent beauty is fully exposed and leaves us in awe. The primary diet of this bird is mainly nectar. It catches small flying insects mid-air and also eats spiders. Hummingbirds are the only birds that have mastered flying backwards for extended periods. Whether you're a resident, visitor, or a nature lover, now that you are more familiar with some of our beautiful feathery friends and their songs, I am sure you will have a greater appreciation not only for them, but for the Jamaican wildlife as a whole.